to introduce you to Juan Domínguez Castro, the son of José Domínguez Gómez, grandson of Gervasia Gómez López, and great-grandson of Ramón Gómez Jiménez. Juan Domínguez's great-grandfather was a farmer whose lands produced wheat and barley. Ramon's daughter, Gervasia, Juan Domínguez's grandmother, purchased cattle and chickens, taking her chances in the world of livestock, but without failing to tend to the crops which gave her father such great yields. Her grandson, José, Juan Domínguez's father, increased livestock production to earn a larger profit from his farm, without taking the consequences into too much consideration. Juan Domínguez inherited a livestock farm from his father, but it was definitely in need of a major overhaul. Without noticing, the farm's owners had failed to deal with some very important parts of their farm over time. It had become a farm which used more energy than necessary. It polluted the water in the river where Juan had gone swimming so many times as a child with his grandfather. The environment where the family used to share so many afternoons had been deteriorating for years. The cows were enduring stress. All this affected the landscape, not to mention the products, which weren't selling as well as they used to. Juan decided to change his farm and make it sustainable, but how? The answer came that very evening in a tractor. His neighbor Margarita had been having the same problem a few years back, until the town baker mentioned that her neighbor had a daughter whose friend Maria, who worked at the land stewardship organization, had really helped her out a lot. But what is this land stewardship thing all about? It wasn't very obvious to Juan, so he called up Maria, the baker's neighbor's daughter's friend, to see if she could explain it all a bit better. Maria explained to Juan that the goal of stewardship is to preserve our land by benefiting both farm owners and the rest of us people who are living on the planet. When it came to Juan's farm, the goals were to use less energy, pollute less, increase biodiversity, improve the living conditions of his cows and chickens, produce higher quality products and increase sales like his neighbor Margarita had already done. Juan was really excited. Between the two of them, and by following Margarita's advice while remembering everything he'd learned from his family about a farm, they decided which tasks were the best ones to take on and signed a land stewardship agreement, which explained exactly what each party involved was making a commitment to. Juan promised to allow environmental studies, which could then be used to evaluate the farm's natural environment and how to increase its value. Juan would be taught new techniques to manage his farm in a sustainable way, and the stewardship organization would give him advice on how to look for production alternatives. Juan would have to replace some of the farm's materials and machines, and the stewardship organization would help him get the financing to make those changes. Plus, it would seek out new places for him to sell his products in the local area. After some time working together, Juan started to save energy and money. He no longer pollutes the river water, and he can take swims with his son again, like he did with his grandfather. The environment is brimming with life and is once again a place to enjoy or go out to play. The cows and chickens live in peace and feel cool in the summertime. They produce high-quality milk and eggs that are selling like crazy. And it is wonderful to just look out over the landscape. With the help of land stewardship, it has become a sustainable farm, a farm for the 21st century. Even hikers come by just to enjoy the farm, so many that Juan has decided to start setting up a business for rural tourism stays. There's no doubt about it, his great-grandfather Ramón, his grandmother Gervasia and his father José would be proud to see how the farm has gotten all of its charm back. Juan's story is just one example of land stewardship, but there are as many possibilities as the mind can imagine. Wherever there may be a property, whether it is a place with plants, with animals, in the city, or even in the ocean. If there is someone out there who wants to help preserve it and make use of its resources in a sustainable way, they can rely on any of the land stewardship organizations to get their project started.